international action just for the heck of it, we'll need to think twice, or will think twice.
So the question then is what is support? Because there are two things. Because Pakistan has lost every war it's ever fought. Okay, basket case is a polite way of saying it. So they're in trouble. Now the two things that they always throw in your face whenever they are cornered: nuclear, bum, atomic bomb. Okay. Number two is two front war. That we are not alone. Big border, India-China border. The Chinese will come and support us. Okay. They didn't in 65. They didn't in 71. But that was a different China. 65, 71 was a different China. So I don't assume that the same is going to happen this time. So let me get General Mathur in and ask the straight questions. General Mathur, would China go to war to defend Pakistan?
Rishabh, straight question and a very straight answer, no. I'll tell you what, China's war fighting philosophy is that they want to win a war without fighting. Here is a nation which does not want to fight a war for itself. How will it fight a war for Pakistan? See, I will tell you one thing. China will continue to support Pakistan because China needs Pakistan for its own interests. China's interest is not Pakistan. China's interest is her own interests in Pakistan. That is one thing very, very clear. China is nobody's friend. It is full and final. So the point is, to my mind, as I look at it, they have never, as Mr. Goyal has said, they have never supported, come in favor of Pakistan. And most importantly, they did not even do anything in 1999 when China was quite similar to what it is today. So the fact of the matter is that they may continue to help them materially, some helicopters, some aircraft, some bombs, some missiles, and this, that, and the other. But a physical intervention or physical action, unlikely.
So let's boil it down. Okay, I'm going to stay with you, sir. I want to boil it down one by one. Okay.
Rishabh, one more second.
Please finish.
Rishabh, one more second, please, if you allow. So the second thing is that in today's circumstances, China cannot be an enemy to India. It is going to be detrimental to her own interests globally. So, my mind, no direct help or assistance to China.
Okay, so in the global context, let me situate it. The global context is that after what happened in Galwan, okay, this current India-China situation is much improved. Okay. We are in a rapprochement spree, or have been up until a week ago. Now, General Mathur, let's game it out. It doesn't take rocket science. That we can expect the Chinese to increase deployment and create some stray border incidents so that our troops get tied down more so on the Indo-China border, that we have to keep our backs covered. That is possible. It is possible that they give them a line of credit for weapons purchases, perhaps even sell them the weapons. It is possible. But actually sending a battalion of troops into Bhutan or into Arunachal or into Sikkim or into Uttarakhand, very unlikely. To be conducting airstrikes against Indian targets by the PLA Air Force, very unlikely. So will they try to tie down our troops? Probably. Will they try to create some border incidents to just to make us hoping that we'll panic? Maybe. Will they try to arm and fund the Pakistanis? Yes, but nothing beyond that. Is that a reasonable estimate, General Mathur?
Absolutely reasonable. And I'll tell you one more thing, Rishabh. We will not talk of actually what is what and what is where, but I can assure you that the troops required for our northern and northeastern borders are more than adequate, and for an action against the western border, we may not require anything to be lifted from there. That is one very clear thing. So even if they do something, and even if they don't, I don't think we will be in a hurry to lift our troops from there. See, I have said that earlier also. It does not matter what the size of your army is. What matters is what you can apply at a point of decision, and what quantum of forces can be brought in over there. So my take is that we will not like to lift anything from there, because you never know how Chinese will react.
Okay.
Yet we should be able to.
Okay. Very realistic, practical question, General Mathur. Next clearly. One to you.
And
next
second
one.
Issue, one more point. One more point is that the Pakistanis also have the similar kind of an issue. If there is a conflict today, conventional, what will they do in Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the border with Afghanistan, so the Pakistan army is much more tied down as compared to what a few Indian troops which otherwise also we would not.
Okay,
we may not
practical
require
practical
foreign
question,
offensive
sir,
against
and we are not privy to this, but practical question, because obviously we are having this conversation with the Chinese. We are publicly talking about the conversations we are having with the Europeans and others, but we are having the conversation with the Chinese. Now, I am going to assume that the Chinese, who are pragmatists and are only supporting Pakistan because of CPEC and nothing else, that if they are assured that as far as Gwadar port is concerned or the CPEC projects are concerned, we are not going to do much, and as far as our bilateral trade association, it continues in a difficult tariff war time for the world, we'll keep an open mind that if they get these two proposals.
I think it's a very fair assessment. We can always tell them that we are not going to harm the Chinese interests when it comes to what they are doing in CPEC or wherever else. So I don't think there is anything wrong in doing that.
Okay.
While we may continue to support the Baloch issue, but a Chinese interest in Balochistan, if we can, I think I might take again.
Okay, so let's not take it for granted, because who knows what's going to happen. But past history, current circumstances.